And it's mad funny because he hit up Mellow X on Twitter. He was like, yo, you remember me from Family Radio? He was like,
what's good? And he said, who this?
Has that ever happened to you, Jinesis? Somebody like you thought you knew, and they kind of been like, who are you right now?
No. Not when it comes to Twitter. Yeah, it happened like somewhat once. But after I told the person, they, oh, right.
Yeah, but Mellow X to this day still doesn't know. It's mad funny.
Oh, that's bad.
But who's your top 5 list of producers?
Like now, Jay Dilla would be there. Dr. Dre, he gets me mad. Dr. Dre, let's say, top 5. Dr. Dre, Eric Sherman, fell off too though. People who make me go wild. Flying Lotus. I can't name it. I don't really have. I mean, I listen to a lot of producers to find out what they're doing, what's going on. Favorites. There's not too many favorites anymore. There's so much out there. It's hard to pick one.
Yeah, like there's like music dropping every single day. Like sometimes it's hard to really stay relevant. Like I might be like, yo, your album's hot today, then all of a sudden a new album is just there.
Yeah,
like,
especially with the market of the internet. Like,
did you read that thing on Two Dope Boys? I think it was on Two Dope Boys. They had something talking about that. Like you have a favorite album, then you lose it because there's a lot of music out there that you'll listen to and you'll be like, yo, I forgot about this album. I don't forget about this.
Oh, because I think that only happens where if you're not continuously listening to music every day. You know, I think people, they no longer are fans of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fans of what's hot right now.
Whatever's hot right at that moment, that's what they want to listen to. But a favorite album is favorite for a reason. So that you go back to it and go back to it. You don't actually lose the sense of listening to that album anymore because you continually to go back to it. That's like Diamond D first album. You don't lose the fact that that's a favorite, so you go back to it. Like if I want to listen to Diamond D, I know where to go because I have a CD.
That's your favorite album ever?
Well, no, it's not my favorite album ever, but that was a dope album. So that's one of my favorites. So I could go back to it and find it because I have it on CD. You know what I mean?
What was your favorite album? Do you have a favorite?
Redman Want the Album. I say that's my Redman's first album. Want the Album?
I never listened to that.
I bought it on cassette. First I had a copy of it. Then bought the cassette. Then bought the CD twice.
And you lost all of them, right?
No, I still have it.
Son.
I gave it to my cousin. All the Redman cassettes, I gave it to my cousin, and then I kept the CD.
Like you know what I hate? You know what? One album I always had to keep buying. Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt. I would lose cassettes, CDs, and I have to constantly keep buying that shit.
I rarely lost CDs, and then most likely sometimes friends would come over and they would steal.
Yeah, they happen to me all the time.
I always would get the feeling that I'm missing something, and I would go right to my cassettes. This is not. What happened to this song? Now my CDs, I write them down. So each CD I purchase, I always write it down. There's no alphabetical order. It just go in the order of how I bought it. So if something's missing, I get that feeling because I don't know where it comes from, but I know it's missing. Then like somebody stole my Mary J. Blige Share My World. I was like, somebody, and I think I know who did it.
I got a question about Mary J. Blige, because I rather listen to her music when she's depressed or liquor. I can't listen to her happy. Is that just me?
It's annoying.
I think her music is still good, but her music being on liquor, she doesn't have to be on drugs or liquor or anything, and let's say intoxicated to make that music again, because you always can go back there. I think it's good to make good music as you progress in life.
Yeah,
your life is better.
Too happy.
Yeah, it's a little too happy. And what people really want from her, she's not getting from them. You hear the quote: "If you want my old music, buy my old music. This is what I'm making now." But if you want to, if she was to make a comeback, she would have to do an extremely music album, meaning nothing wrong with the dream, but if you listen to his music, it's not really music.
It sounds the same.
It sounds the same.
But luckily he can write.
The fact that he can write is really what helps him out, but If you listen to the production, it's like it's all the same.
Yeah, it is.
There's no music in it.
Because he's only using Tricky Stewart.
Yeah, so if like
Looks
for
like a
example,
hamburger.
we wait for Dr. Dre to come out with Detox, and what leaked, what he said, that wasn't meant to leak, that was rough and da 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 da. I think that was bogus because if you listen to the HP commercial, it's the same beat. What sounds different?
Nothing.
Nothing.
He twerked it a little bit.
Maybe a little bit, that's it. But the only thing that was missing was the lyrics. So I think only thing he could do differently to make us go wow is to go back to doing music. Because remember, he in 2000 Chronic, 2001, he actually simplified music, made it simple, different, just one note, and we just would rock with that. Now, only thing he could do is go back and making music again, because not too many people are doing music. Everybody's, you listen to the radio, it all sounds the same. I'm gonna play one finger all day, and it's, oh, I got a hit on the radio.
So who's your favorite artist right now?
Oh, you know, off the back is 50 Cent.
Really? That's very... I was sitting here like, you serious? 50 Cent?
50 Cent. All day, every day.
I thought you would say something conscious.
I know, me too. I was like,
Oh, shit. 50 Cent, I listen to his music in my iPod like every other day.
Kid Gangsta.
I listen to his music, and then I go shop around, then I go back to J Dilla Donuts, and then I go through, I go through whatever I have in my iPod. When I hear something different, I just skip, try to find something that grooves.
So in terms of beats, I know sometimes you might have crafted a beat and you're like, yo, I'm going to keep that. Maybe that could be for 50 Cent. You have any beats like that?
I do that, yeah.
Like, how many beats do you have? Like, you have 3 beats. I know you have a couple of beats that you, like, who would you like to give it to? Who would you like to work with?
I definitely would like to work with 50. Actually, as far as the person being in the music industry, and so that, he's like the only person right now I want to work with. Like, I would like to work with him and give him, I would like to do a whole album. And
it's not happening.
Which is not happening. It
I'm
can
happy
happen.
that you caught yourself. You said, I would like,
because nobody does a whole album really nowadays, but I would like to give him a direction that I believe he needs to go. I think his best work is, which is Get Rich or Die Trying. Before I Self-Destruct I'm gonna say that was his worst. But if you listen to War Angel is better than Before I Self-Destruct. Even Forever King is better than Before I Self-Destruct. I think the problem was with him when it comes to that album was he was so stuck on a formula that it didn't work. And his best attribute of making music is rocking over samples. That's his best music because he blends better with that. If you ever check out the early mixtapes, he does it so well. So that's what he does well as far as making music. And he doesn't need to really no formula. He just needs to make music. Make good music and just do what he like to do, but make sure it's good. And not try to be so repetitive of what he do.
So what's next for Jinesis?
Placements. Getting placements as far as people, projects. It's one more LB. And after that one more LB, I'm not gonna drop no more instrumentals. It's really, if it is, I want to, hopefully get a deal or something like that and put out an instrumental project. Actually, a project with a bunch of artists that I like and go from there. But it's only gonna be one more instrumental, and that'll probably be it. But this instrumental right here is doing pretty well. It's not doing what I would like it. Of course, nothing does what you want it to do, but it's doing pretty well for it to come out last week Thursday and it's still rocking for another week. So people are actually gradually picking up on it and actually downloading it, opposed to, we were just talking about you put it out and the week is going.
Yeah.
It's not going. And the week is already
You gonna be dropping some videos for this?
That's in the works. I already, hollered at a few people, and hopefully